guys, Jessica here. Welcome back to another episode of Space Engineers. In the last episode, we cleaned up the HUD, made it a little bit easier to see what we are doing, and we had started working on, our hangar bay here. So we're going to be going ahead and continuing on with our hangar bay in this episode. So I think the first thing that we need to kind of do here is start putting a roof on the building. So in order to do that, I want to create like a little bit of a lip that, well, not a lip, but like a slanted, curved, not curved, but slanted approach to the roof. So that's what I'm going to be going ahead and doing here, is just putting in these slanted blocks. Nothing too fancy, nothing too complicated. Hopefully it'll look decent, That's all I can hope for. Okay. Let's go ahead and turn that around. There we go. And we'll go ahead and I think we'll just do all of these before we, start putting on the roof. I just kind of want to get the edges done first. I don't know. It's just kind of my style of doing things. I know some people would probably just like to start at one end and just work their way down to the end. But I kind of don't do it that way. I'm kind of weird in that regard. If I have a specific block out, I like to go around and find everywhere I can put that block before I, change to a different one. It's just a style that I prefer. It's nothing really special about it. Okay, let's go ahead and continue with these over here. Although, like right here, I am kind of bouncing a little bit back and forth between these different blocks and stuff, but I don't always do that. Okay. Oh, you know what? I think I'm going the wrong way with this one. Well, no, we'll go with it. We'll go with it. The only reason I say that we might be going the wrong way with it is simply because we've got this building right here. But I think that'll be fine. We'll just connect those up a little bit lower. That's all. Okay, no big deal. Okay, and let's go ahead and start putting in the roof then. And I apologize if you guys do not like, watching all of the building and stuff that goes into this game, but that is what this is. So if you're not having fun with it, I don't know, then this might not be the game for you. Well, this whole series might not be the series for you, but if you enjoy building this stuff just as much as I do, then you're probably in the right place. And also, if you're having any thoughts or feelings on how I should be building something, or if there's something that's, still in scaffolding that we haven't finished yet, that you have like an awesome suggestion for on how to make it, better, totally, feel free to leave me a comment or suggestion on that in the comment section, and I would, I'll be happy to hear you out on it. Totally. We have been getting some suggestions for names for drones and asteroids. A lot of those suggestions have been, pretty good. I haven't gone ahead and done those yet, put those names in quite yet. I will be doing that pretty soon. I just want to see if, a few more suggestions come in or not. If not, that's fine. We'll just move forward with what we have currently. Since my channel it's a relatively new channel, and I don't have the largest subscriber base, obviously, asking for suggestions and things can sometimes take a little bit of time. So if you see me leave things in scaffolding for a really long time, or you know, not naming things for a really long time. It's simply because I'm just waiting for the views to get a little bit higher, get you know some new viewers in, get some new ideas in, um, before we move forward with that. And we're gonna need to charge our suit up very, very soon. All right, we're just gonna place down this section of the roof here, and then we're gonna go get our suit charged. Because now we're getting verbal warnings from our suit computer telling us that you have no energy left. All right, let's go ahead and charge up. Let's hope we make it there before we completely run out. And I think we're gonna be just fine. All right, well, we're definitely making progress. Hopefully we're able to get those structures pretty much blocked out, and we can start focusing on getting the doors installed. This base is definitely getting bigger. It's definitely getting much bigger. All right, let's go ahead and continue working on this roof. Oops, that is not the right piece. That's a slant. I need a block, not a slant. Okay, there's a block. Now we have the right piece selected. We can continue. And we're just gonna do the edge here so I don't go too far. I'm one of those people who if there were never any lines on the paper, I would just scribble all over it, you know. But if there's lines on a paper, I will color inside of those lines or draw little things inside of them. But like I need boundaries to work with. I truly do. And so that's why I will outline a section as best as I can first before filling it in. Otherwise, it will just be a nightmare. And it'll be chaotic and just won't get things done efficiently. Okay, so this is actually looking pretty good. Looking pretty good indeed. I'm just going to add a row of blocks in here. Oops, and I accidentally misplaced one. Not a problem, seeing as the grinder takes care of that quite quickly. And yeah, we'll probably have conveyors running through the middle there with some maybe some storage containers here on the ends, so that there's access to materials. This is basically where, you know, all the repairs would be taking place. This is where ships would be getting built. So access to storage containers is definitely a top priority in that area. And I just noticed there's a big gaping hole here because we forgot to actually finish it. So now I think we can start to connect the roof in these sort of areas. I'm gonna have to try to figure out what I want to do with the roof here. But for now, we're just going to skip that section and just put in the blocks in every other spot. That might not actually be where I want those either. Nope, that is definitely not where I want those. Let's go ahead and get our grinder out and remove those. Okay. Let's see here. Let's go down all the way to this ground level and start building blocks up from the corner here. Because we need to figure this out exactly how we're going to do it. I don't actually know how I really want to set this up. So, okay, here's how it's going to be. You're going to be on the floor here. You're going to come up to this section. Oh, and there's some interior plates on the floor. Let's pick those up. And then I guess there can be I don't think there really needs to be a wall. I think it's kind of fine the way it is, right? We can just put the wall in here, run that along there. Or maybe just from there. Okay, I think that's probably how we'll do it then. Sorry if you guys aren't able to follow my train of thought here on this. I'm not being very vocal about it. So here, I'll just show you what I'm doing. I'm going to place down these blocks here along the side. And then we're going to basically go up from here. And that's going to connect to the top part there. And this will just be a wall. Although it kind of makes sense that there would be a door there, because I mean there is a large storage container there. Okay, well I will leave a section open there so that we can still, you know, change that if we wanted to. Because maybe it makes sense that those storage containers could be like lifted out. That's definitely something to think about that I hadn't really thought too much about before. Okay. So hopefully this is starting to make sense. If not, I'm so sorry. Basically, it's just, you know, leaving room for future ideas, possibilities, and it looks like we're going to have a little bit of asteroid we're going to have to drill out of the way here. So we'll just get that done. And there's like a weird piece sticking out right there. Hopefully that got rid of enough of it. Yes, it did, definitely. Okay, very, very good. But, oh, can we put a block here? Yes, we can. And there. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. I love it when things work out really perfectly like that. That's always the best. Okay, we'll stop there in case we decide to put some kind of door there. Although there is kind of a big ol' asteroid in the way there. I guess that wouldn't really make sense. I guess it could just be loaded in from that side only. I think we'll go with that idea. We'll just block this off because there's no way you could even access it with a ship anyways. Hopefully there's no harm in that. And just continue placing our blocks. Nothing else to do except place the blocks. Well, that's not entirely true. There's a lot of other stuff to do besides place the blocks, but, you know, you get my drift here. That's what we're doing. We're placing blocks. We're getting into it. Alright. Just start going around in a circle. Sometimes that's a little bit easier. Gets things done a little bit faster. Okay. It's starting to look more like a finished building. Well, not a finished building, but a building with a purpose, a building with a plan. How do we... Okay, maybe we want to remove that wall there. I think that would make sense. Okay, let's see. So this is a hangar. Yeah. They probably do need to be a little bit longer. They probably do. Because if I'm putting a wall here at the end, they should probably be longer. I'm just having some internal thoughts on this again. Let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and make them longer. That way, we're not going to be short on having space. It just feels a little cramped, and that the size of our ship will be limited by the size of our facility, and that's not really ever a good thing. So let's just go ahead and make it as large as we're going to need it to be. Now, I mean, we're not going to be building any large ships in here, obviously. It's not quite big enough for large ships, but I want to build a, you know, a whole range of different types of small ships and drones, and there's no sense in having a hangar bay that's just simply too small for them. So, this is definitely part of the whole thinking ahead thing that I try to do. I try to do it. I try to think ahead and plan ahead. This is definitely one of those times where I didn't really plan ahead and I'm just kind of making it up as I go. Okay, so hopefully it works out. All right. Yeah, and there I go, starting to lose my voice again. Never a fun feeling. I don't know if it's just that I'm having allergies right now or what, but ever since I've started living in Florida, I lose my voice like so easily. And a lot of people tell me it's because of, the humidity and stuff like that, being from California where it's super, super dry all of the time to a place where it's super, super wet all of the time. It's just, ugh, it's not been good for me. Not been good for me at all. Okay, so this looks much, much better. It's not very wide, but I think that's probably okay. As long as the Roy G. Biv can fit. Let's make sure that the Roy G. Biv can actually fit in there. Let's go over to it and hop in it and take it for a little spin. And we'll go into third person mode. And we need to fix the thrusters on the back there. We need to turn those 6 forward thrusters into one large thruster as the ship was originally designed to be. Ooh, this is just barely large enough. But it is large enough. The entire ship fits in here. Okay. Well, so we pretty much know that we won't be able to build any type of ship wider than this, but that's fine because this ship is actually pretty wide indeed. And we're not ready to weld the ship yet, so we're not going to be doing that just yet. Let's just put our Roy G. Biv back where we like to park it. And let's go ahead and let's do that thing with the thrusters that I was just talking about. Originally, this ship had one large thruster in the back, but due to a glitch in the game, we had to remove it. But I want to go ahead and put it back in. Let's bring up our big old G menu with our billions of mods. Well, not billions, but sometimes it feels like it. And let's try to find our large thruster. There it is. Spin it around. And let's see if we can find our color palette. I thought they said they fixed that. Well, they totally did. They had totally said that they fixed the whole color palette thing resetting, but apparently not, because my color palette is gone again. But that's no big deal. Nothing we can't fix. Okay, there it is. I think that's the proper color. And we're short a few thruster components. No big deal. We should have some right over here. In fact, we do. All right. Looks so much better than having those 6 thrusters in there. That is just, yeah, it just looks like the way it was meant to be. Excellent. Okay. I think we need to continue extending these out a little bit. We're getting close to being finished with them, but not quite just yet. And we need to go find our standard silver block. I think that's the right color. Let's go ahead and weld these two blocks together and just make sure that they're the proper colors. Yes, okay, they are the same color. Now, that's not to say that this building has to stay gray. If you guys want me to paint it some funky color, let me know in the comment section, and I'll think about doing that. But I just want it to be all one color when it actually is welded up, so then, it doesn't look too completely, crazy or anything like that. Okay. Now, I think we still need to extend the ones on the side here. These are still lacking in size a little bit here. Not quite long enough. That's what she said, right? Okay, let's go over here and flip those around and put those in too. Alright, and just add that row in, and then we'll come over here and start adding two at a time. It's just clickety 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 click. I kind of wish the game had like some kind of meter that would tell you like how many blocks per minute you place. That would be kind of interesting. You could have like like speed builds, like who can build the biggest thing the fastest. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know, just a random, completely random thought. Had nothing to do with anything, just a random thought. All right. We're getting this done. We are speeding our way through this. Hopefully not making too many mistakes as we do so. All right, and all we have to do is add in our slanted blocks, and then I think our extension project here has probably been completed. Oh, nope, we are missing this row here. No big deal. That'll be done in just a moment. Oh my gosh, every time I say just a moment, I think of corporate accounts Nina speaking. Just a moment. If you don't know what that's from, I'm so sorry. Okay. And let's just continue doing the roof as we had been doing it. I wonder how many of you right now are thinking, "Oh my gosh, what movie is that from?" I'm not gonna tell you. If you know what movie that's from, let me know in the comment section. Alright, let's just finish this off here. Oh, the life of a lonely space engineer, endlessly placing blocks for all eternity. It's probably like a special sort of hell, right? You know, if you were bad in life, you get sent off to be a space engineer and have to bust your ass out in space for all eternity. You can't even die, right? If you die, they just clone you and spawn you back in to slave away forever. It's like cruel and unusual punishment, you know? It's pretty messed up. Okay, let's see here. How do we want to do this? These interior sections. Because I'm thinking, like there would be some kind of wall here with a door. Let's just place these blocks out and see how we feel about that being the case. Also, I think I have the perfect door in mind. We tried to use it earlier on in the series, but the door it hadn't been finished yet. Oh my gosh, is that one the wrong size? No! It's the wrong size! Uh-oh. How did we screw that up? I don't understand. Where did we screw it up? Oh no, it's not the wrong size. What am I talking about? Oh my gosh. I'm completely blind. When I'm looking at it in the scaffolding, it's just sometimes it's hard to see what it is you're looking at. But yeah, no, it's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. No worries. Okay, let's see if I can go ahead and find this door called, I think it's called Big Gate. Let's see if that's truly, no, it's definitely not called Big Gate. Large Gate, maybe? I'm not sure. Well, there's been some new stuff added in some of the mods that I've downloaded in the past. That's kind of cool. I really haven't had too much time to look at this stuff. I mean, the game didn't even work for me for 2 days because of that stupid glitch where it caused my suit to just like explode into a polygon mess. Okay, I actually don't see the door in here anymore. That's kind of unfortunate. I may have disabled the mod. I may have disabled the mod. Okay, well, I'm gonna pause the video for you guys here, and then when we come back, hopefully I'll have it. Okay, guys, we're back, and yes, we have found the mod. And unfortunately, it's actually a little bit bigger than I thought it was, so we're going to be adding 2 of them in. And coming over here and removing these blocks because they're actually in the way. I don't know if the guy who designed the mod actually made it a little bit larger than it originally was, but it's definitely huge. And since our building here is a little bit of an odd size, it doesn't actually fit in the middle, which means I'm building 2 of them side by side because you can't really build one in the middle, unfortunately. Like if we go into third person mode here, you can see like I can't build it in the center, which is kind of unfortunate. But that's fine. That's what we're dealing with here. So we can have it like that, and we can have obviously a couple more there as well. I think that's probably what I'm gonna go ahead and do. Let's see if we can play the rotation game and get this thing turned around. Hang on a second. I want to just check something really quickly here. Okay. I hope it's not upside down or anything. I think I may have installed the other ones upside down. In which case we'll have to go back and take those out and reinstall them the proper way around. Let's go into third person mode because putting these in just makes it so much easier. Okay. And let's go ahead and go back into first person. And let's just make sure we installed this the proper way. So let's go ahead and start welding it. I probably don't have enough stuff to do so. No, I do not. You know what? I know, in fact, I'm almost 100% sure I installed it upside down. So let's just take them out and reinstall them. Okay, let's rotate that around and place that in. And let's go over here and do the same thing. And if we can just get that in, there we go. Perfect. Okay, so let's have a look. We would come down into the building here, and then we'd enter this section here. I don't know what we'd do necessarily with this area. Maybe this is where we can put all the cargo containers and stuff, you know, so then you could just take it to the appropriate bay where you're working on the ship. I don't know. I think it's starting to come along pretty well, though. I definitely like that we're making this kind of progress. But I think I'm going to end this episode here, guys. If you liked the video, do me a huge favor and hit the like button. It helps me out so much. Subscribe to the channel and leave me any comments or suggestions you have for me in the comment section below. That's what it's there for. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you all in the next video.